everyone, my name is Michelle and this is my channel Sewing Bunny, and today's video is a video which I think a lot of you have been waiting for. It is a chatty vlog where I'm going to be talking all about my wedding. So this vlog, if you're here for the sewing, it doesn't have a great deal of sewing involved in this video. There is a little bit, but just to give you a little heads up, if you're not interested, I won't be offended, you know, but yeah, there's not a great deal of sewing, but there are a few little bits, so you may want to stay tuned. So just wanted to say thank you so much to everybody who's messaged me congratulating me on getting married. It's been a long time coming for those of you that have followed me for some time. For those of you that don't know, I was due to get married actually in June 2020. But due to the ways of the world, then that had to get shifted along a little bit. So we got married on the 21st of May 2021 instead. And yes, there were still some restrictions. For anyone that's not living in the UK, then the restrictions that we had were that at the time of myself getting married, you could only have up to 30 people at your wedding. You weren't allowed to have evenings or reception like disco or anything, and all guests for the ceremony had to wear face coverings. Now, it is what it is. It's not exactly what I had planned in my mind. Yes, it was going to be very different, but I think because the wedding got moved along and everything, me and my now husband Stuart, we just wanted to get married, and we decided to go ahead with the restricted number of people, and we just invited just family and wedding party. So that consisted of Stuart's like mum and dad and his auntie and uncles and his granddad and cousins, and same with me, my mum and dad and my auntie and uncles and cousins as well. And then I managed to have my two lovely best friends as my bridesmaids, and Stuart had his brother and his best friend as joint best men. So yeah, we had an absolute lovely time, and yeah, even with the restrictions and everything, I think we both can say we wouldn't change anything. It was just lovely what we had. So let me talk to you a little bit about the day. So I managed to get to the venue quite early on in the morning to get ready, which was lovely. The restrictions meant that I didn't have to get ready at home or anything. I could actually get ready at the venue. Now, the venue is a beautiful venue. It's called the Ravenswood, and it is in Sharpthorne, which is probably about half an hour from where Stuart and I live. And it's a beautiful kind of like manor house with gardens and everything. Really lovely, and really lovely people who ran it. I have to admit, the whole way through the whole experience, the people that worked there were just lovely. So I got ready, and I had my mum and my two bridesmaids, and also my friend who is my hairdresser as well. She came in, and then also I had another friend that I've known just absolutely forever. She's a very close friend of the family. So yeah, she was allowed in there as well with me. So I had lots of people helping me get ready, and it was just really nice spending time with everybody. Thankfully, the restrictions, I think it was about the week before, allowed that you were actually allowed to hug close friends and family, obviously if both sides agreed and everything. So I didn't feel like it was that awkwardness, you know, beforehand where you kind of like, oh, I can't really hug you, whereas actually we could hug, and I'm so grateful that we could do that. So it's so nice to hug. It's like some of my best friends again. It was just absolutely amazing. And yes, so I started to get ready, and yeah, popped the dress on. The dress was a little bit tight. So yeah, I did have to get my mum and one of my bridesmaids to kind of squeeze me in at the end, but yeah, it all worked out really, really well in the end. And yeah, my dress, I love my dress so much. So I actually got this dress quite a few years ago now, and yeah, I was happily that it still managed to just about fit me. And it's a long satin ivory dress that's slightly A-line, and it's got like a sweetheart neckline, and then it's got this kind of mesh at the top with beading. And then towards the back, it then drops down into a V, and the V has kind of slight kind of scallops to it. And again, it had that kind of mesh back with all the little beads and then buttons going all the way down. I love the dress so much. I got so many compliments on it. I mean, I know that when you get married, everyone compliments you on your wedding dress, but yeah, I felt so pretty in it. I felt like an absolute princess. My friend who did my hair, I mean, she did an amazing job on my hair. Again, I loved my hair. It's just, I've never actually had my hair done. I've only ever worn it up or down. And that's really about it. But you know, I had it all curled and all pinned and had these beautiful kind of like pearly and gold kind of brooch things in it. It's really, really pretty. So yeah, I felt like an absolute princess. And then my bridesmaids. So I at one point did think that I would make their dresses. I'm so glad that I didn't. I did think about it, but actually I kind of thought, do you know what, I'll go out to the shops, see if I can find anything that I liked, and if not, then I would probably consider making them. But I managed to find what I would think is the perfect bridesmaids dresses for my lovely ladies, and they were like sort of maxi dresses, and my colour theme for the wedding, I'll say mine and Stuart's colour theme for the wedding, was navy and orange. So their bridesmaids dresses were orange, and they were like orange and cream sort of colour flowers. Oh, they were just beautiful. Absolutely love those bridesmaids dresses. And they just wore some little accessories just to go with that, so kind of like nude colour shoes, and I got them just some like little earrings and necklaces to wear as well, and they had their hair kind of up in a bun, and they looked beautiful. They really, really did. So on to then I obviously got ready, and then I came down from my getting ready room and I met up with my dad, so my dad could get ready to walk me down the aisle. And I was so pleased when I spoke to the registrars, because they kind of said that only the registrars and myself and Stuart didn't have to wear a face mask. And I was a little bit kind of concerned. I was thinking, oh, is Dad going to have to wear a face mask as well? But thankfully they said that the bridesmaids and father of the bride don't have to wear a face mask as they walk down the aisle. They only have to put a face mask on when they sit down. So that was lovely, being able to have my dad walk me down the aisle and being able to give him a kiss and everything as well. It was really, really nice. So yeah, walk down the aisle, and if anyone is interested, my song that I walked down the aisle to was Songbird by Fleetwood Mac. I love that song so much. It's just one of those songs, whenever I hear it, it just makes me go all mushy inside. I love it. So that was what I walked down the aisle to. And then yeah, I managed to hold it together okay. I saw Stuart at the end, did let out a little tiny squeak when I kind of went hi. But yeah, it was a lovely, lovely ceremony. And the ceremony I actually had live streamed for all of my friends that couldn't be there on the day. So yeah, it was a brilliant, brilliant idea actually from the DJ that we're meant to have in the evening actually said that they offered this service, you know, as an alternative, and we were like, absolutely brilliant. more than happy to do that, and I'm so glad I did. It meant all of our friends could watch it live or catch up with it a little bit later. I also got a copy of the ceremony as well, so it means that I can re-watch that with Stuart anytime I want. So that was lovely. And if you stay tuned till the end of the video, I have actually done a little shortened kind of version of the ceremony, just to some music with some photographs and things. It's only about 5 minutes, but I thought just in case you're interested in seeing that, so stay tuned for that. Right, been talking a lot, let me have a sip of tea. So after the ceremony, we then had some photos taken. Now, we were actually due to have this ceremony outdoors, but the weather was pretty bad. We had lots of rain and lots of wind. For anyone that lives in England, May, as you know, was not your usual May. It was very, very wet and very, very cold. So we didn't get many pictures outside before it managed to chuck it down, but we did get a few, which is lovely. And I think one of the pictures I think that I've got that I will show you is of a picture of me and Stuart inside a little kind of castle. That would have been where we would have got married if we were having it outdoors, but indoors was still absolutely lovely. And then, yes, we had our pictures taken, and then we came back into the venue to then have our wedding breakfast. I don't know why they call it a wedding breakfast, but we were originally going to be having a 3-course meal, but because the day was a bit shorter, we actually changed it to having an afternoon tea instead. So we had lots of sandwiches and cakes and tea. For anyone that knows me, I love my tea. So we had that. It was lovely. We had lovely decorations. We had like I said, orange and navy was the theme. So we had vases with orange fake gerbras in, and all the chairs had a blue or a navy sort of like linen ribbon at the back with an artificial gerbera kind of stuck in as well. And I thought they looked really, really beautiful. And then my cake. Oh, I loved the cake. I really did. Well, me and Stuart loved the cake. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my goodness, the cake lady just knew exactly what I wanted. I will insert a picture of the cake. So yeah, orange and navy was the theme, and I wanted a colourful cake. I know it's not very traditional to have a colourful cake, but I just wanted one. And it tasted so good too. We had it was a vanilla sponge on the bottom layer with raspberry buttercream, and then the next layer up was lemon with elderflower buttercream, and then the top one was a caramel sponge with a caramel buttercream. So oh, absolutely lovely, really, really nice cake. And yeah, so that was the day. Once we'd finished our food, then I went back upstairs to get changed. And when I got changed, this is where a little bit of the sewing comes in. I actually made myself a dress to go away in. So yeah, I made the Sew Over It Doris dress, and I used some Atelier Brunette viscose dobby, and I have the dress here, and I love it and I hate it a little bit. I love it because it is a beautiful dress. It's so creasy. I've ironed this quite a lot, and it still is so creasy. And I remember the night before I stayed over at Mum and Dad's, and I said to Mum, I was like, I've ironed this dress so much, I can't iron it anymore. So Mum was there, I am not joking, for about 45 minutes with me. So we were both having a cup of tea while she was ironing this. So I loved the dress, but the fabric just was a nightmare. It turned out really nicely. So this is the skirt, and you may be able to see here, I've actually bias bound the hem with this bias tape. It's from the Specky Seamstress, and it is the tape measure with the hearts on. So that's what I've done all the way along the bottom of the dress. I believe it was about, I don't know how many meters I used of bias binding. It was a lot. I mean, it's quite a full skirt on here. Now, I didn't get loads of pictures of me in this dress because I got changed and then I literally walked out and they threw like confetti over me and Stuart, and then literally got in the car and our friend drove us home. But I thought I'd show you just some of the details. So I've got a little handmade label here from Kylie and the Machine. And these buttons, these are Atelier brunette buttons as well. So I used quite a few of those, and it ties up at the back here. It is a beautiful dress. I would make the Doris dress again, like no questions asked. It's a beautiful, beautiful dress. But yes, this fabric, I was a little bit disappointed in it, I must admit, because I've got Atelier brunette fabrics and they are amazing quality. It's like viscose, but kind of quite weighty viscose, and it doesn't really crease that much, the stuff that I've got. And so I thought this would be the same, so I ordered it, and yeah, it's just really creasy. So I don't think it's one that I'll ever actually wear again, just because it is so creasy. As I say, this is me ironing it, and it's just, I look at it and it creases. So yeah, it will be a very special dress always to me, but yeah, it probably won't get a lot of wear out of it, unfortunately. But yeah, I did make something for the big day, and I'm so glad I did. And yeah, again, a lot of people said that it looked really, really pretty. So I'm really happy that I did make it. Just some of the other things that I did make as well, not sewing related, but I did make the table planner. Me and Stuart both got together and planned all that out, went to Hobbycraft and get some supplies, and we also made the little name tags as well for where everybody was sitting. And I actually did use some washi tape, which I don't know where there it is. It's from Nutmeg and Arlo, and it's this lovely navy washi tape with these little orange flowers on. And so yeah, I'll insert some pictures, but yeah, we use those for the little name tags and also for our seating plan. And that was really fun making that up, actually. Really, really enjoyed that. And yeah, also I forgot to say, actually, the shoes that I wore, I just have to share with you the shoes because I love my shoes. I live near Brighton, and there is an amazing shoe shop in Brighton. Some people probably have already heard of them. They're called A Regular Choice. And I visited the little shop just before lockdown, like the first lockdown, to get my shoes. And these are my shoes. They are very, very glittery shoes with little ivory bows on, a little funky underneath. And these are so comfortable to wear. I haven't got a massive heel. Also, yeah, nice little heart buckle there as well. I love these shoes. And yeah, also gave me my little something blue in there as well, because they have got the blue in there. So I love my shoes, and I will definitely be wearing these a lot still. Obviously it'll have to be a special occasion because they are quite sparkly, but I love them. So I had to show you the shoes. Just had to. So what I would like to share with you as well is some of the gifts that I received. These are handmade gifts, because yes, I mean, yeah, we did get, you know, other sort of gifts, and you know, we're very, very fortunate that people were giving us some money towards our honeymoon, but there are some handmade gifts, or little quirky gifts, that I just had to share with you. So I'll start off with my lovely mum. So my mum gave me a card, and when she gave me this card, I was like, oh, this is a bit strange. It came in a beautiful white box with this bow on and this little flower on here, and I opened it up and there's some tissue paper and this here, which is a poem. And I hope you don't mind, I'm going to read it out because I really loved it. It made me smile. It's by Harriet Hewson. So, marriage is interior designing, chore assigning and special occasion dining. It's illness nursing, frequent cursing and parallel park reversing. It's cup of tea making, alarm clock waking and ketchup bottle shaking. It's dream house looking, holiday booking and Sunday for roast cooking. It's laundry folding, having and holding and maybe the occasional scolding. It's kitchen floor sweeping, strategic peacekeeping and entwined body sleeping. It's food shop paying, suntan lotion spraying and Christmas board game playing. It's compliment giving, shared bedroom living and being open to forgiving. It's protecting, connecting and always respecting. It's a billion little things and a few big ones too. It's the sheer joy of knowing that they will always love you. It's when they walk through the door and you first hear their voice and you know without a doubt you made the right choice. And it's building a life that is all yours and mine and having a love that will last a lifetime. I thought that was beautiful. It's so nice of Mum to pop that in my little box there. So I'm going to open the tissue and she made me a beautiful card, but it's more than one piece of card. So I'm going to show you these if I get them all out. So here we go. Here is the first one. So it's Michelle and Stuart, the Ravenswood. So that's obviously the venue that we got married, and then the date, and we did get married at 1 p.m. So that's absolutely beautiful. I love this flower as well. Really lovely. And then the next one, so this is like the inside bit with this lovely little cutout rose, absolutely beautiful. And this says, to Michelle and Stuart, with our fondest love and blessings for your continued happiness together, Mum and Dad, John and Rosemary. And then here's another one with a big love on it with some little birds in some cages and little rings. Really pretty. And then this one, which is Mr. and Mrs. Lucas. Congratulations. A toast to the happy couple. Isn't that gorgeous? So yeah, that was from my lovely mum. She also did make me a horseshoe as well, which was really cute. It's kind of like this holographic background with these lovely peachy orange and white flowers and this lovely heart. So pretty, that one. So that hangs up actually by our mirror on there. Really pretty. And let me have a look and see what else. Let me just move this out the way. And then Stuart's mum actually made something for us which is absolutely stunning. She is a fellow cross stitcher like myself, and she made us this beautiful cross stitch. Isn't it absolutely beautiful? And bless her, when I opened it and I was like, wow, that's absolutely amazing. And it's only because I'm a cross stitcher I noticed that I could see on here some little kind of like previous like piercing holes, and I said to her, I was like, did you change the date on it? Because she'd made this with our original June 2020 date and she had to unpick it and redo it again. So she was so sweet to do that. Isn't it absolutely gorgeous? So yeah, we've got it in a lovely big frame and that sits in our living room because it is beautiful. I'm so pleased with that. And also some of the other bits that we got. So So I've got a lovely friend who unfortunately couldn't be at the wedding because of numbers and things, but she is a lovely, lovely friend of mine. And she sent me some little packages, and they were beautifully, beautifully wrapped. I wish I had them here with me, but I think they're up in the loft, I think, with all the other wedding bits that we put in the loft. But it was wrapping paper that had two cats on it, like a bride cat and a groom cat on it. And I saw this wrapping paper and I was like, oh, so cute. And then she also had a ribbon that was navy, and it had orange writing on that said Michelle and Stuart, and then the date as well. So yeah, that's all been safe kept up in the loft now in our box of things. And she actually got me this that she had handmade, and I did actually wear it on the day, and it is a little horseshoe, and it's got Michelle and Stuart, and then the 21st of May 2021. It's all these beautiful, I call them like unicorn colours. So this lovely little strap, and it's just beautiful, beautiful. So I did actually wear that one when I walked down the aisle. It's absolutely special, absolutely lovely. So pretty. And then as an additional gift, she was very naughty, she did actually give us this little plaque, and yeah, I love it. And this is done by a kind of like a local artist, and she's done these little cats looking out on the downs, on the South Downs, and you may notice there's 3 cats. So before we had Misty and Bentley, me and Stuart had a cat called Mojo, who sadly passed away a few years ago, and yeah, she's added little Mojo in to the picture as well. So we have Mojo, we have Bentley, and we have Misty in there as well. And I just thought that was beautiful. So that's again in our lounge, taking pride of place in one of our cabinets as well. So that's absolutely beautiful. Love that. And then one of my bridesmaids actually knits and she did make me a little handmade gift, and this is so cute. So she knitted me, I'm just going to get this lined up correctly. She knitted me 2 peas in a pod. How beautiful is that? Absolutely gorgeous. I opened it up, I was like, that is amazing. So that was so sweet of her to do that. She actually crocheted her own wedding bouquet of flowers when she got married, because she actually did get married in 2020 in August. She just managed to get that while they did have some easing of restrictions, but yeah. So yeah, she made us those, which was absolutely beautiful. And then she also commissioned somebody to make us a picture. And again, I love this picture so much. It is Mr. and Mrs. Lucas. So there we go, got Stuart here and me. And then we've got little things around there. So we've got blue and orange flowers. Stuart is a Brighton supporter. So there's a little Brighton Hove Albion logo there. We've also got a little PlayStation controller there, because he does like his PlayStation. A little fire here. Stuart is known for enjoying campfires and fire pits. Yeah, he's got the little nickname of little fire starter. And then we've got a little thread here for me with my sewing. We've got a Bentley cat and we've got a Misty cat. So I love that. It's absolutely beautiful. So pleased with it. So we're just trying to get a frame for that one now, so that we can put that one up. But it's beautiful. And then I did get some little handmade things actually from a couple of other friends as well. The lovely Sally, who I know watches my channel. Hello, Sally. And we do sometimes chat in Andrea's Beyond the Pink Door Zoom socials as well. And she was so sweet. She actually did ask me, she goes, oh, can I just send you a card? It'd be really nice if I could send you a card. And I was like, absolutely. And she made me a card, which is absolutely beautiful. And here it is. Isn't it gorgeous? It's on this lovely kind of pearl like paper. I'm not sure if that will pick up. And then she's hand coloured in some of these beautiful little details on there, and we've got these little gems. It's absolutely beautiful. So I did just have to share that because yeah, I love a handmade card. They really are so special, and yeah, thank you so much, Sally, for that. And then the last gift I just want to share with you as well was from my lovely friend Anna, who's You've Got Me in Stitches over on YouTube. And you may have seen that she's sent me bits and bobs before. I've sent her bits and bobs before. And she actually got in contact with my mum because they actually chat sometimes, because they've actually got a really common interest in birds and nature and things like that. And she said to my mum, she was like, oh, I'd really like to get Michelle something. And my mum actually mentioned about I was due to have a hen party. I didn't end up having one in the end, just due to you know, ways of the world. But my hen party was meant to be that me and a group of friends were going to go to a sewing class. But what we were going to do is we were all going to make a piece of patchwork to put together as a quilt for me. So everyone was going to make a square. And Mum actually said to Anna that this is what we were going to do, and I think my mum wasn't sure whether it was still going ahead or not, but unfortunately it didn't. And so Anna actually made me a square to go in my quilt. But because I'm not making a quilt anymore, I'm actually going to frame this and I'm going to put it up in my sewing room. So incredibly thoughtful of her. And it's this beautiful one here. So sweet. So we have a Bentley cat, we have a Misty cat, we've got these lovely hearts, and this says perfectly in love. And yeah, I mean, Anna always has a little play on words. If you've ever gone onto her channel, you'll know. But yeah, it's so incredibly sweet. And this is lovely denim in there. It's kind of like this lilac denim. It's such beautiful, beautiful work. So yeah, that is going to be framed up and put in my sewing room there. So thank you very much, Anna. You are so kind. So those are some of the gifts that Stuart and I received, and yeah, absolutely lovely. So love having handmade things. They're just so special. So fingers crossed, Stuart and I will be going on honeymoon at some point. We've had quite a few cancellations, to put it lightly. We've tried moving our honeymoon on, yeah, as I say, a few occasions. Due to the ways of the world, that's been cancelled. So we have, well, we're aiming to have our honeymoon in January 2022. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, just fingers crossed, yeah, we hopefully can at least get away and have some sort of holiday after, you know, getting married, and after, you know, the last kind of year and a half of ways of the world and everything. Fingers crossed that we can get away. But I just wanted to say thank you so much to everyone. I know that you've been patient waiting for this video, and I just wanted to make sure that all of my family and my friends had seen the pictures that I was going to show you guys before I started plastering it all over YouTube, and I'm sure you appreciate that. So that's why it's a little bit later than I originally planned. But I really hope you did enjoy. I will insert my little montage that I've done, as I mentioned earlier on in the vlog, which has a few little bits of the ceremony to music and some of the photos that me and Stuart I think are our favourites. So hope you enjoy watching that. Thank you again, and I will speak to you all very soon. Take care. Bye.